Nestled in the Arctic wilderness, surrounded by towering icebergs and expansive glaciers, Nuuk Greenland is one of the most isolated and awe-inspiring settlements in the world. Though it is technically Greenland's capital and largest city, Nuuk remains an enigmatic, remote location due to its icy barriers, frigid climate, and limited accessibility. Unlike major global capitals bustling with millions, Nuuk is home to fewer than 20,000 residents, creating a small yet resilient community that thrives amid the relentless Arctic elements. This hidden village of icebergs has long been a place where nature dictates the rhythm of life. The sheer scale of the icebergs that encircle the settlement, drifting through the fjords and coastal waters, makes Nuuk a challenging place to reach, both by sea and air. These massive floating ice giants, remnants of ancient glaciers, create an ever-changing labyrinth of frozen obstacles that shift with the tides and seasons. Despite these formidable natural barriers, Nuuk's inhabitants have adapted to their surroundings with remarkable ingenuity, developing ways to navigate, fish, and live in harmony with the Arctic's unpredictable nature. Icebergs are a defining feature of Nuuk's landscape. Formed from the calving of glaciers in the vast Greenland ice sheet, these ice masses break off and drift into the ocean, often clustering around Nuuk's waterways. Some icebergs are small, the size of a house, while others are monumental, towering like floating skyscrapers. Their surreal blue and white hues, sculpted by time and water, create a dramatic and otherworldly scene, making Nuuk appear as if it belongs to another planet entirely. These icebergs serve as both protectors and challengers to Nuuk's residents. On one hand, they shield the city from severe oceanic storms, acting as natural barriers that diffuse the impact of rough waters. On the other hand, they pose a significant risk to boats and ships attempting to navigate the surrounding waters. The jagged edges of the icebergs can easily tear through the hull of an unwary vessel, making maritime travel a hazardous endeavor. The icebergs also create constant noise pollution. When they crack, split, or overturn, they produce deafening sounds that can be heard echoing through the fjords, a stark reminder of the Arctic's raw power. Despite their challenges, icebergs play an essential role in the local economy and culture. The fresh, pure ice from these ancient glaciers is often harvested for drinking water and even used in high-end cocktails served in Nuuk's small but growing tourism industry. Additionally, the icebergs attract adventurers and researchers from around the world, eager to study their composition and movement as indicators of climate change. Life in Nuuk is defined by isolation. Greenland itself is the world's largest island, yet it remains sparsely populated, with vast distances separating settlements. Nuuk, though a capital city, is accessible only by air or sea, as no roads connect it to the rest of Greenland. This lack of infrastructure means that residents rely heavily on boats and airplanes for supplies, medical care, and communication with the outside world. The isolation, however, has fostered an incredibly resilient and resourceful community. The indigenous Greenlandic people, the Inuit, have lived in this harsh environment for thousands of years, developing techniques for hunting, fishing, and survival that remain relevant today. Traditional practices, such as hunting seals, whales, and fish, provide sustenance for many families. The Inuit have also mastered the art of navigating through iceberg-laden waters, using small, agile boats known as kayaks, a term that originates from the Greenlandic language. Modern Nuuk, while influenced by Western conveniences, still holds on to its deep-rooted traditions. Colorful wooden houses stand against the stark white landscape, a testament to the town's enduring spirit. The city also features a blend of old and new, with contemporary buildings, museums, and restaurants standing alongside traditional turf houses. One of the biggest challenges faced by Nuuk's people is the ever-present cold. Even during the summer months, temperatures rarely rise above 10 degrees Celsius, 50 degrees Fahrenheit, and winter brings long, dark days with temperatures plunging far below freezing. This climate has shaped not only the physical endurance of the people, but also their social structures. Communities are tight-knit, with families and neighbors relying on each other for support. Elders pass down stories and traditions that preserve the cultural heritage of the Inuit, ensuring that younger generations continue to respect and understand their Arctic homeland. Traveling to and from Nuuk is an adventure in itself. Due to its remote location and the presence of icebergs, accessing the city is often unpredictable. Air Greenland operates flights from Denmark and Iceland, but severe weather conditions can delay or cancel journeys at a moment's notice. The Nuuk airport is relatively small, with its short runway limiting the size of aircraft that can land, making large-scale transportation difficult. By sea, Nuuk's harbor serves as a crucial lifeline. However, the presence of icebergs means that shipping routes must constantly be monitored and adjusted. Skilled navigators are required to pilot vessels through the frozen labyrinth, using sonar and radar to detect hidden underwater ice formations. The threat of getting trapped by shifting icebergs is real, as some waterways can become completely blocked by ice in the winter months. For adventurous tourists, expedition cruises offer an unforgettable way to experience the icy realm of Nuuk. These vessels, built for Arctic conditions, weave through iceberg-strewn waters, providing breathtaking views of the frozen seascape. Some lucky visitors might even witness the Northern Lights, a dazzling natural phenomenon that illuminates the sky in ethereal green and purple hues, adding to the city's mystical atmosphere. While Nuuk has long been shaped by its ice-clad environment, climate change is rapidly altering the Arctic landscape. Rising global temperatures have accelerated the melting of Greenland's glaciers, leading to increased iceberg calving and rising sea levels. This has both positive and negative consequences for Nuuk. On one hand, receding ice means that new shipping routes are opening up, making travel and trade slightly easier. However, the downside is far more concerning. The melting ice threatens traditional ways of life, particularly for those who rely on predictable ice conditions for hunting and fishing. With icebergs breaking apart more frequently, navigating the waters has become more dangerous, increasing the risk of accidents and disruptions to supply chains. Moreover, the cultural identity of Nuuk's people is deeply intertwined with their icy surroundings. As the ice disappears, so too does a way of life that has existed for millennia. Scientists and local activists are working to document and mitigate these changes, raising awareness about the urgent need for global action to slow Arctic warming. Nuuk, the hidden village of icebergs, is a place where nature reigns supreme. Towering ice formations shape the city's identity, offering both protection and challenges to those who call it home. Despite its isolation and extreme conditions, Nuuk thrives as a resilient and resourceful community, maintaining its cultural heritage while adapting to modern changes. The icebergs that surround Nuuk may make it difficult to reach, but they also serve as a symbol of endurance, strength, and the enduring beauty of the Arctic.